Let's talk about the illusion of wealth. What do I mean by illusion of wealth? We're in a place in society where people go to school and get high to very high paying jobs, and they have no idea what to do with their money. We're talking doctors, lawyers, dentists, engineers, people that make a good quality chunk of money, yet they still decide to finance everything, right? They get as much house as they can possibly stand. They get big, fancy new cars. They're driving around, and it looks like they're dressed the part, living the part, doing the part, looking wealthy. And reality is, they're financing all of those things. In fact, many of those people have less money in the bank than I do. I don't know if I have that same high quality paying job that they do. Maybe some of you consider that I do. Maybe some of you consider that I don't. But it doesn't matter how much you make. What matters is how much you keep. You're buying things you don't need for people you don't like for their opinions. Who are you trying to impress? What are you trying to do? What's the difference between a brand new GMC Sierra 1500 4x4 Denali edition and a 2 or 3 year old 1500 SLE? Well, the reality is not a whole lot, right? You still have the same quality engineering. You still have almost all the same bells and whistles. It's going to be, maybe cloth, instead of leather, right? It might not have the sunroof. It might not have the decals. But what's the real difference here? The real difference in reality is probably about 40% of the cost, right? Right now, a brand new truck. I'm in Oklahoma. We gotta talk about trucks and gotta have trucks, right? I'm in Oklahoma. That brand new truck is $50,000 and $60,000. You can buy a house for $50,000 or $60,000, right? They're buying a $50,000 or $60,000 truck, and they're not even using it as a truck, right? Some people call it a pavement princess. Drive around just looking pretty. They're not using it for work. They're not using it for the bit. They're not using it for any of those things, right? I recently bought a GMC Sierra 1500. It's 2 years old, and I paid $23,000 for it, and it has 45,000 miles. So by waiting 2 years, I saved $30,000. I repeat, $30,000 I saved by waiting 2 years. 45,000 miles. It's still a brand new car. I know some of you were thinking about your parents, or your parents were telling you, like, look, 100,000 miles, that's it, your car's done. Well, now we have CNC machines. Now everyone has engineering degrees from the best schools. Now we have unleaded gasoline, synthetic oil, and we care about our quality, right? So no matter what brand of car you get, other than Ford, I'm just kidding, no matter what brand of car you get, you're getting pretty much a good quality product. And it's not, if you do regular maintenance, I mean, these things are going for 300,000 miles, right? So if you are worried about what people think, I can just tell you that, look, what people think of me is none of my business. I'm Travis Johnson, here to change your perspective.